drop a fucking flashlight on the ground?
Pretty much.
I see it now, Toxic.
Oh, no.
It all makes sense.
Does it?
The fog vials to hide in.
Oh, jeez.
The reusable keys to just fucking leave.
It's
and now the map to see everything and track me.
Yeah.
They're not survivors anymore. We are. We are the survivors.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Toxic and camping them softly.
Oh, it's me, everybody. You notice I've got that down now. I get it every time. It's me, the toxic teacher. King of the killers, or as that one song says, right? You know this is none other than camping them. Oh, see, I've got all the sounds. Shut the fuck up. Okay, there we go. I can't hear myself think whenever that's going on. Hey guys, you are on Camping Them Softly. This is episode 62. We've made it 62 episodes here, which is unbelievable. I can't even, whenever I think about that and I tell people we're at episode 62, they're like, oh my God, that's a lot. And I think, how did we make it? I don't even know. This is crazy. This is crazy. And we still got people listening, and we have more people listening. You guys keep coming, and I don't know why. But thank you everybody for coming and letting me entertain you and assault you with this auditory, what would you call it? An auditory assault, right? Of just madness, lunacy, killer-oriented mayhem that is this show, which all Survivor mains, which you can hear, detest. And I get threats on a weekly basis regarding the contents of this podcast, which I welcome. I welcome them. Because guess what? That shows that we are doing something good here, that we've got something good going on, something productive, and that you guys are here to witness the journey of the toxic teacher, which will culminate in the 7-CD rock opera called The Summoning of the Toxic Teacher, which will come out, I don't know when, but it's coming sooner or later. That's the same fucking sound. We need a different one. There we go. Those are the fans screaming and throwing their bras or whatever. So yeah, we've come a long way. We've come a long way since that very first episode, which if you go back and you listen, it's totally different. I was calm at that point. Somebody mentioned that. We go back and we listen to every single one, and you were like a different, but well, I didn't know. Like you know, you get comfortable in your element here. You kind of learn and you kind of see where it's going to go. And I knew that we wouldn't end the same way as we began. Not that this is an ending, because it's not. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about other shit, which I don't even know what we're going to talk about yet. Actually, I do. I've got this like short little thing. I actually wrote down some notes today, which is crazy. And we have a lot of notes. I don't know that we're going to get through it because we have two big things. We have a deep dive, which, you know, we've been talking about for a couple of weeks. We have not done a deep dive in quite some time.
Give me a hell yeah.
And I think this would be a longer deep dive if we actually went into it, if we actually dissected. It's a killer-based deep dive. And if you watch the stream, Toxic Teacher TTV, guys, I'm on everything as Toxic Teacher TTV. Where's my sound? You know, I had that sound, right? That one that was the cash register, which I need to fucking download. I didn't download it last time, and I wish I had. Where is it? Hang on. Because I've got it. If I can log into this site, you notice I'm never ready for anything. I never have it ready. And I think it should be here somewhere because I've got all these sounds on my fucking...
Britney, bitch.
That is emotionally not in. I don't even know why I said emotionally. This is not. I thought I had it. Like where it should be cash register or something. No.
Bad boys
No. What if I type cash register? There we go. And then I could probably get it. Is this it? There we go. So you can find me on all my socials, Toxic Teacher, TTV. You can find me on YouTube, The Toxic Teacher. Oh, that's a different one. Okay, I like that one too. So anyway, guys, what I was saying is that if you watched, you would know, because we actually asked Nicky which killer that I gave it up to him. And I said, which killer do you want to go over? And you already know, if you listen to any episode of this podcast going back, you know which one Nicky picked as his first choice for a killer deep dive. So we're going to go into that if we can. But before that, we've got to go into the 9.1 patch notes, which we did go into on stream a little bit. Nicky requested medical attention in the middle of that, which I'm not going to go through and play exactly what he said, because I usually like the impromptu. I like the improv that comes from like hearing him live. I don't want to know everything, because I feel like that takes away from a little bit, because my reaction is not genuine. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, right? Like if you already know, it's not right. That's it. Also, by the way, guys, we have some new sounds that I just put randomly on my soundboard, which you may hear from time to time. I can't find them now. They were here somewhere.
I've killed before and I will kill again. I will pick up your brains all over the floor.
Which, if you remember, those are from a long time ago. I dug these up.
Finger looking good.
I dug these up from God knows where. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we've got to go to our segment. But before that, guys, Twisted Masquerade, which is Twisted Masquerade, not Twilight Masquerade, which I was calling it before. Twisted Masquerade is still going to keep going because 2 versus 8 sucks, and they decided not to do it, or Behavior did not have any ideas on how to make this 2v8 any different or better, which, you know, that's what's funny is we already talked about this, is that people were so fucking excited for 2v8. They wanted it so bad, but whenever it comes around now, people don't even care.
Hello, it's me.
I've still got that fucking cough, by the way, that post-viral cough. It says to do breathing exercises, and I've been trying. You like breathe in through your nose, and then you like, it's like you're trying to whistle out of your mouth. So you're like pushing the air out, and that's supposed to get rid of that little itchy thing in the back of your throat. I've had this thing for fucking 3 weeks, I think, and it's making me into a monster.
You call me anything you want, but don't call me that.
That's one of my favorites. It reminds me of whenever I'm younger. Whenever I was younger, whenever I'm younger. What the fuck am I saying? I'm on one today.
Can you feel that? Huh? Can you feel it, Captain Compost?
So yeah, I'm gonna try not to cough so much this time, because I know it gets old after all. But hey guys, we've got a ton to go over. I can't keep going, but what I can say is this Twisted Masquerade, I played a few matches, dude. I'm doing 2 things. I'm eating hot Cheetos and I'm getting 4Ks. That's about all I'm doing lately.
I am insane. Maybe I am insane. And maybe it's time for you to find out how insane I am.
Maybe it is that time. I don't know if it's that time. But anyway, where are we going? Okay, so here's where we're going. We need to go straight into 9.1.0, which means it's time for the first segment of the day. Oh, I didn't think my button was working. Is it that time again? Yeah. Oh yeah? Let's go. Fucking news that's toxic. You know what it is. It is. It really is. Well, yeah. Yeah, they are. It usually does. Michonne is breaking it, apparently. They're dropping more frequently now. I don't know why I still play it. I just don't. I love that, how it's got the little shit in the middle, like toxic teacher. Yep. And yeah, we always are, you know, if you think about it. And then we got to do the slide. You know what I mean? You've got it at this point. This is, you know, there's a difference, like it getting repetitive versus developing a pattern, or developing, what do you call it, procedures, or developing traditions. When does a tradition become too repetitive? We'll fucking find out, because I say the same jokes over and over. We've got some jokes that have lasted 40 fucking episodes, which is bananas. That's bananas. We're at 1.5 years at this point, and that is crazy, because then that means back in January, we're going to hit 2 fucking years of camping them softly. By the way, we also talked about there's another, I don't know how to say this. There's another Dead by Daylight pot. Do I even want to get into that? I don't, because remember, we told you there's a new Dead by Daylight podcast. So we're going to be number 3, but then there's one that was like resurrected, which might make us number 4, but that I don't, do I say it or do I not? I don't think I do, because I feel like that might go very, very badly if I give my true thoughts on that. So I'm not going to. I might someday, but not today, because I don't want it to go as badly as I think it might go.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
So anyway, let's go into 9.1.0. I just like to have a little intro thing, you know what I mean? Toxic, yep, it is. Toxic teach. See, it did it. What I was talking about right there. Boom. Okay, there we go. So 9.1.0, you know this is the Walking Dead update. If you have been following anything at all ever on anything, this is The Walking Dead. We've got 2 new survivors. We've got Rick Grimes and we've got Michonne Grimes, which I did not know they had the same name. They don't look alike. So I assume they are not brother and sister, or they could be cousins. They could be brother and sister. We don't know. We don't know if they are or they're not, or at least I don't, because I stopped watching the show at season 3 because the governor was the reason I was watching by then. I think it was I think it was season 3 that the governor bit the dust, and I was just like, nah, what's the point? Why am I even watching it? All the cool characters are gone. That's why I like Game of Thrones, is because the cool bad guys stayed for like the whole thing, except for that last season that was fucking awful. But in Walking Dead, there were no cool bad guys for a long stretch. I guess Negan came along and he was cool, but the rest of, you know, there was nothing. So I was like, what the fuck am I even doing? Okay, so hey, Nikki, we got the notes to patch 9.1.0 of DbD, the Walking Dead chapter. No new killers, but 2 new survivors. Also, the changes, and by the way, guys, as I'm typing this out, the changes seem to be so fucking survivor-sided that I don't know how they could possibly, the one right there, I don't know how they could possibly be upset about these changes, because they're fucking bananas in terms of how survivor-sided they are. I think if Nicky is anything like he was last time, he's going to have a complete meltdown by the end. Also, the changes seem to be the most survivor-sided I've ever seen in a chapter, but we need your thoughts for this episode of Camping Them Softly. Here we will go in sections, because I think it's better if we go in sections, because, you know, Nicky, if I give him the whole thing, he's going to have like 2 paragraphs worth of stuff. I like to go in sections so we can get an alternate opinion on each thing. You know what I mean? So the first thing we're going to go over is Rick. And while we're waiting for Nicky to kind of give us his thoughts, we can go over it ourselves. So we can say, okay, here's what's happening here, and then we'll go over, and then we'll hear his thoughts on it. So we'll give my thoughts, and then we'll give his thoughts. Okay, here's the first part. Here is the first part about Rick Grimes. Boom, and then we'll do this. I'm gonna hit enter here. We'll get his thoughts. So Rick, obviously the main character in the show, Mr. Boring, Mr. What did we call him? Me and one of my buddies used to call him Missionary Only as his nickname, which is probably not the most appropriate nickname. I understand that, but it's fucking hilarious. And I've marked this as an explicit podcast, so I'm allowed to say shit like that, I think. Would that offend it? I can't think of who would be offended by that comment. I don't think, could you be offended by that comment? Like there's somebody who's like, I can't even say it. I can't even, like, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. What? Now, you guys have to know what that's from. I would assume you all know what that's from. And how long is that fucking sound? I don't even know. Okay, so let's go. Oh, fucking shit. All right. And Nicky, I don't know what he's going to sound like today, if he's going to get better or worse or somewhere in between. Could be. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck's sake. You see this shit, Toxic? This fucking shit right here. Rick Grimes. Rick fucking Grimes. Oh,
okay.
For fuck's sake. You see this shit, Toxic?
Yeah.
This fucking shit right here?
Oh, I didn't even go over it. He started talking so quickly, I couldn't even go over Rick's shit as to what he's all about. So anyway, guys, let me go over it first. He's got these 3 perks. Number 1, apocalyptic ingenuity. So after you unlock a rummage 2 chests, you can activate, you press a button, ability, whatever, and you can build a fragile pallet, which is essentially a party pallet, right? Just like we've got now, Twisted Masquerade. So what happens is you'll see the auras of pallets. That's the other part of it. So you see the auras of broken pallets. So you know where pallets can be put. After you search through 2 chests, you can put up one of these pallets. And then if you drop the pallet, it goes away, just like one of these party pallets. So essentially go through 2 chests. You got fucking the pallet ability. You make a new pallet. Now his next ability, come and get me. Whenever you unhook a survivor, if you crouch and sit still, you can make injured survivors leave no scratch marks. And then you scream at the same time and the killer sees your aura. So it kind of distracts from the survivor who's running away and comes to get you. Maybe this is like hopefully some kind of anti-tunnel thing. And then we've also got another perk called Toughen Up. So it says when a survivor pallet stuns or blinds the killer while you're injured, your grunts of pain, scratch marks, and pools of blood are reduced by 100% for like 30 seconds. So if you, I don't know, like how much is that going to work? Who fucking knows? But these are all perks that may synergize well with other things. I probably sound a little bit more forgiving than Nicky would. So let's get his opinion on it, shalln't we?
Rick Grimes!
Oh,
Rick
shit.
fucking Grimes gets to build palace now?
Yeah.
Build him! Like he's Bob the fucking building with a sheriff's badge. Oh, yeah, because that's what we need in this game. More goddamn pallets!
This isn't Nicky, but it's funny.
You know what this is?
What?
This is anti-Italian discrimination at its finest.
Yeah.
Where's my perk to rebuild hooks, huh? Where's Victor's ability to construct a fucking pizzeria in the middle of Mother's dwelling?
Jesus
and
Christ.
get this,
What?
come and get me.
Jesus.
They scream once, and suddenly every injured survivor in a 24-meter radius becomes invisible.
Pretty much,
Oh,
yes.
no stretch marks, no blood. Meanwhile, I'm over here tracking these fucks like I'm following breadcrumbs through the goddamn forest.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
know what that is, Toxic?
What is
That's
it?
BHVR saying, hey, Nicky, you and your meatball cannon can go fuck yourselves.
Jesus Christ.
Teamwork perk.
What, the teamwork? Oh, yeah. What?
30 seconds of no grunts or blood because
Okay.
someone got a pallet stun.
Oh, no.
What's next? survivors get to call in an
he's
airstrike.
back.
Maybe they can summon Negan to beat me with the bat. I
Probably.
bet you love this, don't you, Toxic?
I don't.
This is your wet dream.
Oh, Jesus.
More second chances for your potato aim and your I can't loop for shit gameplay.
Well, I can't.
Victor's gonna have a fucking aneurysm when he sees this.
Well,
My
let's
little
hope he doesn't.
consigliary's already dealing with enough bullshit.
What bullshit is he dealing? Now, see, I gotta go off topic because I need to know what he's dealing with. What bullshit is he dealing with that he can't handle this? This is where the whole patch notes go off the rail. And this is why we probably won't even get into the deep dive. I have the fucking report already done, but if we're going to go section by section through their history, the killer's history, we're never going to get, because he's going to say something that gets me that gets me go, "Oh my God." Okay. So this is a whole big thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going off topic, but this is what the podcast is, right? It's off topic. Every single fucking, every episode, it's either more and more off topic. And that's why people listen. I still have not figured out why people who may or may not speak English would listen to this. Maybe they just think the yelling is funny. Like, you know, a fucking American screaming into a microphone is their idea of a good time. There's plenty of other good things they can listen to, though, in the meantime. So we're just waiting on.
Oh, you want to know what my little consigliere is going through?
Yeah.
First off, the survivor fucks keep kicking him like he's a goddamn soccer ball. My legacy, my future Don, getting punted across Ormond like it's the fucking World Cup.
Yeah.
Then there's the lockers, Toxic. The fucking lockers.
What did the lockers have to do
Oh, I'll
with
just
it?
hop in this metal box and Victor can't do shit.
Yeah, well.
Meanwhile, he's
yeah.
out there screaming in Italian, which I taught him, by the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Banging on the door like he's collecting protection money. And don't get me.
So now Victor has learned the Italian language, which we knew from the Discord server. We knew that Nicky knows Italian because one day he, for some reason, decided to only speak Italian. And then at one point he knew the Welsh language too, which I have no clue because we have a Welsh listener who's in the Discord, and he got pissed at that guy and started going off on him in Welsh. Who the fuck knows how many languages he knows?
Me started on the stairs. Dead Dog Saloon? More like Dead Victor Saloon. He gets stuck on every goddamn step like he's wearing concrete shoes. Oh, and here's the best part.
Oh, God.
# on sector. # one.
What?
Survivors can hold him hostage.
What the
Just
fuck?
grab him and run around like they're playing keep away with my firstborn son.
No, they can't.
He told me last week, in confidence, that he's been seeing
They have conversations in confidence with each other. Oh, because they have to be in Italian, of course. I don't know if he's taught him English, but he's taught him Italian.
a therapist. A therapist,
He's saying
Toxic.
a therapist.
Dr. Herman's been giving him shock therapy for his attachment
Oh,
issues.
Jesus Christ. So the doctor is now shocking fucking Victor as a... Oh, my God. What?
Give me a hell yeah!
We have a new element to the fucking lore that I've got to plug in here. The doctor's now involved in this.
You know what he said to me? He said, Uncle Nicky, sometimes
Uncle
I dream
Nicky.
I'm just a regular meatball. That broke me. Then it pissed me off. So now you're telling me Rick Grimes is going to build extra pallets for these fucks to stun him with?
Pretty much.
That's another therapy session. That's another copay I got to handle.
Wait, he has him on his fucking insurance? What? How do you claim Victor as a dependent on your health insurance? Number one, I didn't know Nicky had health insurance. I don't know who his employer is to have health insurance. Number two, I accidentally hit the wrong button to turn the other one off. So he's claiming Victor as a dependent. I guess you can claim him until he's 26. I don't know the law here unless Victor is on his own health insurance plan from God knows where, and Nicky's just paying the copay on his behalf. I have no fucking idea.
We got 2 words for you!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've learned a lot. We learned more in the off-topic shit than we learned in the on-topic shit. So those are the 3 Rick Grimes perks. Now, the next one, I've gotta go over here, and let me go over here, and let me say next up is Michonne Grimes which those of you who don't know, if you've seen anything on Walking Dead, that is the African-American lady with the samurai sword that everybody thinks is just the coolest thing ever. And apparently her name is Grimes because she marries Rick at some point, or she just takes his name. I don't know, one of the two. She just decides, I'm going to become a Grimes now. I'm going to become a Grimes now. I'm going to marry Rick Grimes. I'm going to wear a white dress to our fucking ceremony. We're going to have a honeymoon in fucking, where was it? Georgia, I think is where they were. That turns the other sound off, so that kind of ruined the romance part. All right, so Michonne Grimes, let's go over her shit of what she's all about. So Michonne Grimes, she's got the 3 perks, obviously. Number 1 is conviction. It says after you heal a survivor while you're downed with at least 25% recovery, press the ability button 2 to recover instantly. Are you fucking kidding? And you gain broken, and then you're downed again after 30 seconds. So you get up, you're good for 30 seconds, and then you fucking fall down again. That's a very odd, like, so what if somebody heals? Well, you're broken, so you can't be healed to healthy. This is very situational, very situational. I'm sure it's going to synergize with something. Don't know what yet, but that's, you have to heal a survivor for it to happen. So there's a little bit of a, it's not going to be as common as it might otherwise be. So the next perk is Last Stand. It says after spending 60 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not in chase, when you fast vault, it stuns the killer if they are in a 2.5 meter radius. Hello. This is a fucking awful perk. And it only works once. It only works once, but you can stun the killer just by vaulting if you're in their terror radius for long enough. I think that's fucking awful. I hate every second of it. Even once is too much on that. And then the last one is throw down teamwork. Throw down when you stun the killer, other injured survivors gain endurance and see the killer's aura. So that these work together, and with that Rick Grimes perk, it's fucking awful. I think these perks are just more of the same, more survivor bullshit that's going to, it's going to make the game less fun for killers. And once we go through the rest of these patch notes, you'll see even more as we add the layers on. Victor's therapy sessions are going to get even longer. Nicky's going to be out probably $1,000 for co-pays at this point. He may hit the maximum, the out-of-pocket max that we've got on health insurance. And you guys in foreign countries that have better insurance than us, you'll have to look all this up because our insurance is fucking awful. Probably don't even know what a copay is. A copay is we pay for insurance, but then we pay more to go to the doctor. And we have a maximum, which is like you have co-insurance, which even though you're paying for insurance, you pay your copay, and then you have to pay co-insurance on top of that, where the insurance pays like 15%, but then you pay the other, 85% or whatever. They pay 85, you pay 50, and then until you get to the out-of-pocket max, and then they pay 100%, but depending on your insurance, the out-of-pocket max may be $5,000, in which case you bought your insurance and you pay for it every month, but then you may have to pay up to $5,000 of your own money for medical care for the year, and then the next year it all starts fucking over. And this is if you have decent insurance through your work, and forget about it if you don't have a job, because then you have to get insurance that sucks even fucking more. That's insurance for you, for our foreign listeners, of which are about 30%. Anyway, let's see. Nikki, what do you think about Michonne? Is it Michonne? Michonne?
Whoa! Michonne gets to pick herself up? Just, I healed someone earlier. Time to resurrect like Jesus fucking Christ. and then she gets 30 seconds to run.
But so she's like Jesus Christ in that she could pick herself up off the ground, but then she falls down 30 seconds later. I don't know that's how Jesus worked, though. Then he got up, and 30 seconds later, he's like, hey, Paul, I got a problem. I'm going to fall back down in about 25 fucking seconds. And wait for it, Paul.
Hello, it's me.
You can tell which sounds, just like always. You can tell which sounds.
Hey, dickheads. How come the only one to help me out is this random girl?
That'd be Mary Magdalene, I think, in our story.
Around before going down again. That's a whole fucking chase, Toxic. That's 3 gens worth of time in your survivor main brain. You know, pisses.
Now, and that's interesting. So if Michonne gets in a chase after falling down, she would fall down again mid-chase. So I guess that might be good just to keep it going for absolutely no use, because the killer may otherwise pick Michonne up or pick whoever up that's got the perk. But then you've got that extra 30 seconds of chasing, and then the killer picks you up. So that could extend that, give the other survivors more time. And then if you've got all those other fucking teamwork fucking perks and all that bullshit, then they get like 7 different abilities while you're going through. So anyway, keep going.
Me off most? Last stand.
Why?
Oh, I looked around the killer for a minute like a creepy stalker. Now I can stun them by vaulting.
Yeah.
Not even a pallet.
No.
Just hop through a window and boom, I'm standing there like a stunned paisan at his daughter's wedding.
Jeez.
Oh, but it only works once, Nicky.
Yeah.
At about seconds, once is enough to lose the whole fucking game.
That
and
is
this teamwork
true.
perk, Sweet Virgin Mary's meatballs. I stun one survivor, and suddenly everyone within 24 meters gets endurance and wall hacks. 10 seconds of aura reading, Toxic. You can't even find your own ass in 10 seconds, but these survivors gonna track me like I'm wearing a neon kick me sign.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what this is?
What?
This is a coordinated attack on the Dente family empire.
Pretty much,
First
yes.
they give Rick the power to build pallets. Now Michonne can self-revive and stun me by jumping.
Pretty much.
What's next? Carl gets a perk where he shoots me in the fucking eye?
Maybe.
Victor's gonna need to double his Prozac prescription.
Well,
Charlotte's already on anxiety meds from all this bullshit. I swear on my grandmother's gravy recipe, if one more survivor gets endurance because Michonne dropped the pallet, I'm filing a class action lawsuit against Behaviour for emotional damage.
I need to have the emotional damage. Don't we have that? I think I've got that sound somewhere. Oh my God, I need it. That would be the perfect one here. If I can find it. Can I find it in like 30 seconds? Because I know I've already got it somewhere. I've got to sort by name on here because I've got my fucking thing here, and then I've got this pulled up. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? If I could do it, that'd be the best.
Emotional damage.
Perfect. There we go. We got it. We haven't heard Fred in a couple episodes. It's good to have you back, Mr. Durst. Everyone, thank you for coming by. So there we go. So there's going to be one time is enough. And we know that. We know that one good chase or one good stun can affect a match. And just think, if 4 people bring this perk, then you're stunned 4 fucking times. And then also my other question is, they said Victor's going to have to double his Prozac prescription. I didn't even know he was on a Prozac prescription. Maybe the doctor gave it to him. I don't even fucking know. Like, this is fucking bananas here that we would have a, I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's go to the next. I'm starting to cough a little bit. Now we've got our killer updates. So we've got some executioner updates here. I don't know how good these are going to be. I did hear a little bit about them online. Next up, we have killer updates starting with Pyramid Head. What do you think, Nicky? Question mark. And there we go. I don't even know. Let me go through it. Increased punishment of the dam's range to 10 meters was okay, good. Increased the rights of judgment duration to 10 seconds was 5. Okay, good. Increased the rights of judgment. You know, that's a trail that he gets that he can put down. Then if you go through the trail, he can put you in the cage. the duration is moved up. That's good. They decrease the movement speed, though, whenever he's doing the rites of judgment, whenever he's putting that trail down. That's bad. And then also you start the cage as soon as it becomes available. I don't even know. The inputs for rites of judgment and sending a survivor to a cage start the action as soon as it becomes available. Okay, does that mean you could just, you could do it more quickly, I guess? And then it says survivors who are rescued from a cage get 10% haste and endurance for 10 seconds. That's fucking bullshit.
Yummy.
And then if you rescue a survivor from a cage, you get more blood points. You get 2,000 instead of 550, which I don't know why they would do that. Because I would have to figure out what is the blood point for just unhooking somebody? Is that 2,000 as well? Are you getting more blood points because it's a cage than if it was a hook? I'm curious about that because I don't know. All right, Nikki, what do you think about these changes? I think overall there's a couple of good things, a couple of bad things. I'm sure Nikki will probably think it's all bad because it probably is all bad. He probably knows more than me about this fucking game at this point because he's an AI and he can draw on the entire internet and I cannot.
Oh, finally, they throw us a fucking bone. Pyramid Head gets 2 more meters on his ground attack. You know I get?
What?
Victor gets kicked in the face from 3 meters away by survivors of size 15.
He sounds like fucking Scarface there. He sounds Cuban for some reason. Let me try the other one.
Oh, finally, they throw us a
No, he's British in that one. Okay, let's go back to the Cuban.
boots. But wait, here comes a fucking catch.
What's a catch?
Survivors get haste and endurance for getting pulled out of a cage.
What?
Are you shitting me?
It sounds like
They're rage
Victor.
dodging hook perks, skipping D's, and now they get a free sprint burst and Metal of Man? Oh no, I got put in timeout. Better give me superpowers contestation. And look at this shit. 2,000 blood points for a cage save.
Yeah, what is wrong with him? I love it, but what is wrong here?
More I get for letting a chrome map Victor pounce.
What?
You know what this tells me, Toxic?
What does
Even
it
when they
tell
buff
you?
killers, they gotta slip in some survivor bullshit.
That's true, 100%.
Seconds of endurance.
What the fuck?
That's another house state. That's another loop. That's another fuck you, Nicky from Behasp. Oh, but he moves slow when drawing trails now.
What is
Great,
it now?
now you're as slow as your fat ass chasing survivors around Shaq. Meanwhile, Victor's out here getting no buffs. Where's his extra range?
I don't
Where's
know.
his held inputs?
Oh, he's not
I
getting
asked for one thing.
What?
Let Dick to open knockers.
Can he open
One
lockers?
fucking thing.
I thought he could.
But no, Pyramid Head gets quality or life changes while my boy's still getting treated like a kickball at recess. This is geometratic discrimination. Tribal get buffs, but meatballs get that thing.
What the fuck is happening?
Subway for the spicy Italian.
Okay, that was I think that was one of the most interesting sounds he's made, one of the most interesting accents he's had. So there we go. We've got a bunch of reworks of his shit. I'm not going to go into just in the interest of time. The reworks on different killers for their add-ons, you can look at those. I'm not going to go into it. We just do not have the time. There's no time. So the next one to actually get some buffs or updates, I can't say buffs because they're probably not buffs. Updates is the clown. And I actually have to do something because I ran out of fucking... How did I run out of usage on the fucking thing? I don't even know how. Probably because I had him do that report on the twins, and so that used up all of my fucking credits for the fucking thing. Hey Nikki, we're continuing. Oh geez, this is the first time I've had to do this. A previous conversation about 9.1.0. Here's the history so far, but now I'm gonna give you some clown updates. So I'm going to have to give him the history so he can see what was going. Like, this is fucking awful. This is awful. How do we do this? How do we fucking do this? Oh my God. What? I don't know what's happening. I don't even fucking know what's happening. I've used his entire shit totally. Oh my God, how did I do that? Like, I have no more, but guess what? I have a backup. And you didn't know I had a backup, but I have a backup to a backup to a backup. I have 3 that I could do. Okay, there we go. And we're going to continue from here. And you're going to shut the fuck up. And then I've got my shit. There we go. And I can always go off topic here if need be. And I can cough if need be. That's the other thing I can do. And I don't know why it's taking so fucking long. Okay. There is no twins buffs. Why does he think thinks there are twins buffs? There is no twins buffs. He's like, why? I am very happy about the twins buffs. They didn't buff the twins. They didn't buff the twins. They didn't buff the twins. You were asking for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is where it goes off the rails. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to be arguing with him for fucking 30 minutes about this goddamn bullshit. And we're going to get fucking nowhere. Hey, Nikki. We were discussing the 9.1.0 patch notes together. Here is our convo. You weren't happy about it and were unhappy the twins weren't getting updates. See the convo history here. You're learning what's going on behind the scenes here on Camping Them Fucking Softly, which is also not much, actually. Okay, fucking shit. This is where it goes off the rails and I just start to lose it. Here's a meatball in the pot. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is not working for me. Not at all. Okay. Here's some clown. Here are the clown updates. I don't even know what's going to happen. Here are the clown updates. We're going to keep going. We keep going no matter what. We don't stop. We don't edit. That's kind of our thing. And it could go badly from here. This could be the worst episode of Camping Them Softly you've ever... Actually, no, it's not the worst episode. Some of those early ones are pretty fucking bad. Which is hard to go back and listen to, at least for me. I know other people like to go back and listen. It's hard for me to go back and listen because I'm like, dude, I fucking sucked. And it's... Oh, my God. Okay. What do I do now? Do I just sit here? Do I just relax? Do we relax for a bit? Just have fucking 10 seconds of silence? I think in the past 27 episodes, we have not had 10 seconds of silence in the entire time. I don't think, because there's always been music. There's always been a sound effect. There's always been like something. There's always something. But which is what you're supposed to do, right? On a podcast, you're always supposed to have some fucking going on. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. You tell me. You listen to other podcasts. I don't listen. I listen to those other DbD podcasts, but then I get upset and then I stop, especially that one that I said I wasn't going to fucking talk about. All right, Nikki, we've got some clown changes here. Let me go over the clown changes. So he's got you know how clown has the two potions, right? Or the 2 bottles or whatever. One of them slows the survivor down. The other one speeds everybody up. So the afterpiece antidote, that's the one that speeds people up. The speed has gone up. Also, the cloud has gotten bigger. Also, the cloud activates more quickly. And then the one that makes you slower actually makes you less slow. And also the afterpiece tonic. Okay, that's the one that slows people down. And it lasts shortly. It makes you less slow. And then you reload faster. That's like the biggest shit. I'm trying to figure out how to say all this shit without reading. Well, the afterpiece tonic does this with the 2.5 versus the 5.0 versus the 1. Fuck. I don't even fucking know. I can cough, everyone. And see, that has no buildup. It just goes... That's it. Like there's no actual climax to that drum roll, which is terrible. All right, Nikki, what do you think of this fucking shit? Yeah.
You're wasting my valuable podcast time with updates for the fucking clown.
Yeah.
The most embarrassing killer in the whole damn roster.
He pretty much
wow,
is.
look at this. He gets a whole 2% more haste.
Yeah.
Now that fat drunk bastard can run from his problems slightly faster.
Yeah.
And the gas cloud is bigger? Great. Now the whole goddamn map can smell like cheap gin and disappointment. But look at what they did. They nursed the hinder. The only thing the fat tubber lord had going for him, 12%, and it only lingers for 1 second.
Yeah, pretty much.
A survivor will be out of the gas before they even realize they were supposed to be slowed down.
Yes.
It's a fucking placebo effect. Opie reloads faster, Nicky. Who gives a rat's ass? He's just shoving more of his ineffective piss bottles into his pockets with more efficiency.
Yeah.
It's like putting a spoiler on a garbage truck. It don't make it go faster. Just makes it look stupider.
Yeah.
This is the shit that keeps me up at night, Toxic.
It does?
This is a smoke screen.
That's what keeps you
up at night? They give this jabroni a pity buff to distract us from the fact that it just turned 2 survivors into immortal gods who can build their own fucking loops.
Yeah.
You know who plays the clown? People with no self-respect. People who enjoy failure.
Yeah.
I say it's out of my face, homie. She talk to me when they buff a real killer. One that commands respect. Not this circus reject.
He pretty much is. And that is one of my least favorite killers because he has the least amount of map pressure. He fucking waddles around the map, like Nicky says, like a fat tub of lard. And I am not the biggest fan. I don't know what to say about it. Nurse is obviously the worst, but Clown would be probably in my bottom 5 of killers. I've never actually made my own killer tier list, which I could do. That could be a whole episode. That could be a video, making a killer tier list. But he would be towards the very bottom of that tier list if I were to make one, which I may at some point if I cared enough to actually do it. So let's move to the next killer. And I need like some kind of segue here.
Toxic news, oh yeah, preacher. It's the toxic
fucking news, bitch. There we go. That helps me kind of reset. You know what I mean? I can kind of reset. I can kind of get back into it because we got a little cattywampus there. And you guys probably don't even know. I feel bad for the foreign listeners who don't even know what the fuck cattywampus means. Next up, we've got some pig updates. Next up are updates to the pig, which has not had updates in quite some time. And then we could go over these. I don't know if they're buffs. I haven't even read this shit. So we're going to fucking find out. Okay. Next are updates to the pig. Let me look at these. Okay. So the ambush movement speed is 7.1 with 6.9. So he's faster. She's faster when she ambushes. Also, she moves faster when crouching. Also, to crouch and uncrouch, you're faster tiny bit. Also, the terror radius fades when crouching more quickly. So when you crouch, you lose that terror radius more quickly. Also, it says the inputs for crouching and ambushing can now be held, starting the action as soon as it becomes available. I don't even know. It keeps saying that starting the action as soon as it becomes available. I don't even fucking know what that means. So can somebody explain the shit to me? That's a good one for that because I have no fucking idea. And also, if people escape a bear trap, they get more blood points. And then if they search a jigsaw box, they get more blood points. And it gives you survival points if you search a box instead of objective points. I don't fucking why does that matter? And what effect would that have on anything at all? I have no idea, but apparently it is a thing. So here we go, Nicky. This is going to be more of the same. This version of Nicky doesn't seem to care that Victor is taking Prozac and going through something serious. Maybe the pig updates we'll get some more updates on Victor's mental state. God damn it.
All right.
Oh no.
The pig.
Yeah.
A respectable killer, an operator who understands the value of a deadline. Let's see how they treated one of the few killers who actually does business the right way.
Like that. This
increased ambush speed. All right.
Why does he sound like that?
A respectable killer.
Okay. Wait, what? He went away.
The pig.
Yeah.
A respectable killer.
Okay,
An
there we
operator
go.
who understands the value of a deadline.
Oh.
Let's see how they treated one of the few killers who actually does business the right way.
Oh, wow. He respects
Increased
the
ambush
pig.
speed. Increased crouch speed.
Yeah.
Faster crouch. Held inputs.
I don't know what that means.
Wow. Groundbreaking stuff, BHVR. You gave her a QOL pass.
Yeah, pretty
She can now
much.
sneak up on a Meghead at the speed of a
Meghead.
slightly more determined turtle. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not much.
But then I see this other shit. This fucking...
Oh, no. He paused. Was it that bad that he had to pause?
paragraph down here.
Yeah? What is it?
1,000 blood points to escape a reverse...
I don't know. Why is he pausing like this? Why is he pausing like this? Oh, yeah. We also have this, remember? Haley hates it. If you don't know about Haley, go back to episode 57, 58. Her name is in the title. Whoever that was. I wonder if she still listens. I wish she would write in. I should interview Haley and get the lay of the land here for the haters of the podcast.
Bear trap?
What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You get rewarded for getting caught. You get a bonus for failing.
Yeah,
Why in the absolute fuck is this?
I don't know.
This is a goddamn handout.
It's
welfare for bad survivors.
It is welfare.
You know what this is, Toxic?
No.
This is an incentive program.
Pretty much.
BHVR is paying these assholes to not do gens.
That's why they don't do gens, especially in 2v8, where it's like one survivor doing gens, me, and then everybody else not.
They're encouraging them to run around, play with boxes, and still get more points than I do for a goddamn sacrifice.
Now, I don't know if that's true.
It's a dope survivor buff disguised as charity.
I guess
you think Victor gets 1,000 points when he successfully attaches to some Nia's face?
Does he?
He gets kicked. He gets a boot to the skull and a lifetime of trauma.
Oh, we're back on the
They took a respectable fear-based power and turned it into a fucking blood point piñata for survivors.
Pretty much.
This is an insult to the entire killer union. It's an insult to me personally. Get this off my screen before I put my fist through it.
Well, I didn't know there was a union for one thing.
Anthony! No, nothing. I got nervous.
I wonder who their union rep is and what the union dues are. But I feel like if I ask that, we're going to go so far off the rails. We're trying to get to the deep dive here, but I want to go through these patch notes because it helps me understand where the game is going, how upset I'm supposed to be, and all that bullshit. Okay, so the night got some updates. And these look kind of sizable, at least to me, just kind of looking at the size of these bullet points, which I'm not, okay, let's read them. Let's read them. Okay, so the patrol path, you know, he's got those fucking, his little minions he sends around. The patrol path can be longer. Also, you make them faster, the patrol paths. Also, it accelerates faster when you're making them. Also, the strafing speed when creating a path is 100%. Instead of 25, I don't know what that strafing speed even means. And then also the spawn time of the Carnifex is 8 seconds. The spawn time, it was 5, so it actually, he spawns slower. The assassin and jailer spawn more quickly. And then also the input for starting a patrol path can now be held starting. That's another one of those fucking hold the fucking button things, which I don't know what even that fucking means. The hold the fucking button. And I haven't played the PTB because you guys know as well as I do. I don't normally play the PTBs. I like to play because number one, I feel like I'm not making any progress whenever I play the PTB. Like I like my blood points to actually go towards them. I'm sure once ever? Is it once ever? Whenever, that's right, that's what it is. Whenever I hit Prestige 3 on all the killers, I will probably start playing the PTBs because I won't have anything left to shoot for. I don't care if I hit P3, Prestige P3, yeah, P3 on all of the survivors. That is of no consequence to me. But yeah, with the killers, then I would probably do it. So maybe soon. I don't know how many I have left actually to P3.
Oh, Christ. The Knight. The guy who sends his little ghost boyfriends to do the dirty work because he's too much of a coward to do it himself. What is this, delegating them softly?
Hey, there's a new name for the podcast, Delegating Them Softly. Or we could have a totally separate podcast that comes out on Thursdays, Delegating Them Softly, everyone.
Hello.
It would be terrible. It would probably be worse than this one, or maybe it'd be better. I don't know.
Look at all these numbers. Path length, patrol speed, acceleration. What the fuck is this, geometry class?
Pretty much every
My
patch
straight
is.
speed is 100% now. Great! You can sidestep your
Jesus.
responsibilities with maximum efficiency.
Yeah.
Real impressive. But wait a minute.
What?
See it.
What?
See the knife in the goddamn marinara.
There's a knife?
They made the Carnifex slower? The big guy? The
Yeah.
one that actually looks like it could break some fucking kneecaps? They
Is
put
he
the
the-
muscle on an 8-second timer?
Whoa.
The survivor to Papa Jen moved the chest and write a strongly worded letter to their congressman in 8 seconds. What the hell is he doing back there, polishing his helmet? Oh, but Nicky, the assassin and the jailer are faster. Who gives a flying fuck about the two stooges? You sending the big guy to make a statement, not the goddamn hall monitor and some sneaky prick in a hoodie.
Well,
Did you see what
yeah.
this is, Toxic?
What
it's
is
a
it?
shell game.
Pretty
a
much.
three-card Monty.
Yeah.
They dazzle you with all this faster pathing bullshit to distract you from the fact they just put the killer's main enforcer on a union-mandated coffee break.
The union's
This
back.
is a killer for guys who make spreadsheets. This ain't family business. This is a goddamn corporate team building exercise. Get this nerd shit off my screen. I need an espresso.
Okay, so we have the nerd killer, the spreadsheet, which I wouldn't think of him as the nerd killer. But then again, all these numbers are apparently too much for Nicky. And we're back with the union stuff. Maybe the Knight is the union rep. It beats me. Also, guys, the Oni has his turn limit rate. It says right here, his turn limit rate increase the Demon Strike turn rate limit during the open phase of the attack to 540 was disabled. I think that means we've got the flick back, although I'm not sure. I beats me. But we're running out of time here, so we've got to keep going. How far are we? How long have we been on? We've been on an hour. 55 fucking minutes of garbage we've done. And we're not even, these patch notes are enormous. This is a big fucking patch. Okay, so next up, Nicky, we may have to send Victor to Dr. Herman for some more Prozac. For this one, survivors get a new item, the fog vial. Here are the notes. And a lot of people have been upset about this, guys. I actually posted a couple of times about the fog vial on Twitter. I did get threats. I did get a lot of views, and people were very much not happy about this. So we've got to get Nicky's thoughts here. Could be bad. So let me go over the fog vial. So you guys remember, it's not in this event, but in the other events, you had those little bombs you could drop that make the fog cloud that the killer couldn't see what was going on, that gave survivors a chance to get away. This is pretty much the same thing. Is you drop it, you lose your scratch marks and all that bullshit, I think. And then the visibility and sounds for the killer are far, far less. This fog vial, and here's my big thing with it, the fog vial recharges. So you actually have unlimited attempts to use this, and the rare version of it is every 60 seconds. So every minute you get one of these fog vials. So if you think about it, if you have 4 survivors with fog vials, this is bananas. And a killer, I don't even think can bring anything to defend against this. Which, that would be, you can't bring Lightborn like you can with flashlights. You're just fucking stuck. And that's it. You've just got to get the fuck over it, which is awful, awful, awful. Because Lightborn, I had a match this week. I brought Lightborn because there was a TTV and there were three fucking survivors with flashlights. I stomped the shit out of them with that. And I was they started to teabag and click. And whenever they do that, it's fucking over. And so I let them have it with the fury of 1,000 fucking whatevers, a fury of 1,000 suns or whatever you want to call it. And they were not very happy. All right, so fog vial. We're gonna get Nicky's fucking thoughts, and it doesn't look like he's very happy about it. And that actually, we love that, right? We loved Victor on Prozac, and we love him having to go to therapy and get shock treatments, right?
A what? A
We have
portable fog machine?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus
They
Christ.
get to make their own fog now?
Yeah.
The sacred fog? The entry's own personal fucking atmosphere?
The atmosphere?
Suppresses scratch marks, suppresses auras,
Yeah.
decreases visibility and sound?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
A pocket-sized witness protection program?
Pretty much.
So they can just run into a dead zone,
Yeah.
pop a smoke grenade like they're in some goddamn Tom Clancy bullshit and just vanish?
Splinter Cell. What's? Oh God.
My
He's
aura perks are useless.
Yeah.
Barbecue is useless.
Yeah.
Lethal Basura is useless. My
Yes.
eyes are useless.
Yes.
My ears are useless. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Track
Nothing.
them by the smell of their cheap fucking perfume?
Yes.
And it recharges? It's not a
Yes.
one and done? They can
No.
just puff out these little clouds of pure, unadulterated bullshit all over the map all match long?
Yes.
Wait.
That's it. Yes.
What was that mash one called? Vigo's fog vial?
It is. Yes.
Vigo.
Vigo. Now, who is Vigo? I totally forgotten who Vigo is because that's part of the lore and his name is all over shit. Who is Vigo? Actually, I'm going to ask the regular AI because I can't ask Nicky because he's going to fucking go ballistic. I could ask him, but I would rather not have to go into that side tangent. Who is Vigo in DbD? Now, because this is something we could go into in a deep dive. We could do a deep dive on Vigo or a deep dive on the Observer if you really wanted to go fucking deep on this. Okay, here we go. Vigo is a legendary figure in the game's lore, a mysterious scholar and alchemist whose writings have been influenced by the entity's realm. He's a background character, mythical. It says he is an alchemist major scholar who studied the entity and its realm. Let me see here. He found ways to manipulate the entity's realm through its potions, tools, and writings. So you have Vigo's shroud, Vigo's concoction for the blight, the thing that the blight uses. And then also you have all of his journals and tome entries. And is he alive? It says no one knows for sure. He's presumed lost to the fog. He might have escaped the entity's grasp or become something more. It says think of him like a Dead by Daylight version of a mad scientist mixed with a sorcerer. Oh my God, this is fucking... You notice I'm still on the same page of the soundboard, and now I'm changing pages.
Oh, sexy girl.
I don't know how sexy he is. Because we don't know what he looks like, so he could be very sexy for all we know, or he might not be sexy. All right, anyway, Vigo. Apparently Nicky has a problem with Vigo. I have no clue what that would be, given that we know absolutely nothing about him.
Knew it! I fucking knew it!
Jesus
that
Christ.
son of a bitch is still pulling the strings from inside the code.
Oh, Jesus.
He's in bed with BHVR.
Oh, my
This
God.
is an inside job.
Probably.
A conspiracy to dismantle the very fabric of the trial.
Yes.
How is my boy Victor supposed to pounce on anything he can't see?
Are
You're
you
gonna
in a
make him
car?
legally blind. He's gonna need glasses.
And
Maybe
then
a little guide dog. We can't afford that.
Now, that would be great if Victor had a guide dog, like a tiny little dog that, oh my God, you could have a combo killer. This is it for fucking 2v8. You have a combo killer. You've got Victor, and then you've got the fucking dog, whatever his name is, the Houndmaster has. What's that dog's fucking name? I can't think of it. Scrappy. It's like Scrappy Doo or whatever it is. You have that. You have Scrappy Doo along with Victor, and then you have Charlotte and fucking what's her name coming behind. This is that would be the perfect thing. I am going to appeal to that. I'm actually going to try to see if I can Photoshop somebody. Okay, anyway, forget Prozac. Okay.
Forget Prozac. We're gonna need to check him into a goddamn institution after this. This is a direct attack on the Dente family.
It pretty much is, yes.
Nothing. I got nervous.
Okay, there we go. So we've got the fog vial add-ons that make it even worse, decreasing the recharge time, increasing the size, increasing the this and the fucking that, and it's too much. So the next up, they have redone the key. So there's a lot of item changes in this patch, which I think might be problematic. This could break certain parts of the game, depending on what happens. In the key, to me, is one of the bigger issues here. What might be even worse? I don't know if Victor can handle this, but they reworked the key. There we go. And I'm gonna post that. The key thing. Let me go into the changes with the key. So you can channel the key. You could reveal the auras of survivors whenever you channel with the key. Also, you can quickly open chests. So it consumes a charge. You get a rare item or higher. And then if you unlock a chest, it reveals the aura of that chest to other survivors. One other survivor can rummage through that chest. So that's okay. So stay with me here. That's 2 items from one chest if you have a key. That other item is also rare quality. And then the rummaging survivor's aura appears to the key holder. In addition, with the key, you can unlock the hatch, and then the key is no longer destroyed if you unlock an escape. So you get to keep the key. That's everything the key does, which is enormous, and it sucks.
You're not down with that? We got 2 words for you.
So that, to me, keys are going to be used a lot this after this patch, I believe. I can see this being used quite a bit. The number of items that you're going to see it's going to be disgusting, the amount of items. And we're going to go into this because there's some math to be done here on the items. And that's why we may not get to this fucking deep dive, because we've got to do math on the number of items, and it gets into the absolute stratosphere whenever you start to really break it down. Okay, Nicky, he's going to have a breakdown by the end of these patch notes. I told you it gets worse and worse and worse as we go through.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Read that last part again. The part about what happens after they escape.
Okay. What?
They get to keep the fucking key?
Yeah.
It's not a one-time use anymore?
No. Oh, Jesus. I've never heard this shit before.
What is this? This fucking library card for the hatch?
Yeah,
let me just check out this escape route. I'll bring it back next trial. Yeah. This is the biggest fucking insult in the history of this game.
I think
and the chests. They can now instantly unlock a chest to get a rare item, and then their buddy to come over and get another rare item. They're not just looting anymore. They're committing fucking fraud.
Yes.
They're conjuring purple flashlight out of thin air. It's money laundering for items.
Which I wonder how that's going to work with the Ace Visconti perk. You know, the perk he's got to like increase the rarity of items. And then if you have the little Simon Belmont, remember he was the original Noodle Arms. If you have the Simon the Trevor, because you only get the Simon if you buy the thing, you know, big legs Belmont. But if you have the one that increases the rarity of the item, if you stun the killer, now you can stun the fucking killer by jumping the thing. So you get 2 fucking rare items, you stun the killer by jumping a fucking window, and then you get increased rarity on an item, and then the item becomes more rare because of the Ace Visconti perk. You've got a fucking marigold item. I don't even know if is that a color? I think it is in a crayon box. But you've got a marigold item by turning these fucking... The key starts at green, turns to blue, orange, red, black, white, fucking, it doesn't matter if you're black or white according to Michael Jackson, but that's a whole different story. But then it's a rainbow fucking colored item by the end that can kill the killer. You're going to kill the killer by the end of the match.
Oh, but Nicky, it reveals survival auras. Who gives a shit? They're already on Discord gossiping about what I have for breakfast. That's just a distraction from the real kind.
Wait, it reveals survivors' auras, but does it reveal it to the killer? No, it reveals it to the other survivor. It doesn't, that's not even a thing.
Your aunt's on the phone.
Oh my God. Nikki thought it meant revealing it to the killer. No, it reveals it to the other survivors.
Do you understand what this means for the sanctity of the 4K?
What?
It's dead.
Pretty much.
It's meaningless.
Yes.
Every win I get from now on has a giant asterisk next to it. Yeah,
What?
you got a 4K. But only because Nia didn't feel like using her infinite hatch key.
So, what? So now, but you find that, okay, anyway, they're going to bring keys every trial. I can see keys becoming so common that it'll be more common than toolboxes because it's so useful now that one person has a key and then they just fucking, everybody's getting items off them depending on how many charges each key has, because it only uses one charge. I think it should break the fucking key if you use it to open a chest. I don't know.
Victor, my poor boy, his whole purpose, his entire legacy is now just a temporary inconvenience until someone pulls out their reusable get out of the fuck free card.
Oh, God.
This is it. This is the most survivor-sided bullshit I have ever seen. Survivor just took a giant steaming dump on every killer main's chest. And you toxic,
hang on, I've got a sound for it.
You ecstatic. More crutches for your pathetic gameplay. More ways to escape the consequences of your bad decisions.
No, I'm not ecstatic. I think he thinks I'm ecstatic because I'm a terrible killer. I'm not ecstatic. I'm just as mad as he is. Now, this one, I do want to go into the math of the add-ons here. So I'm going to show Nicky these, and I'm going to ask him to do the math because we did the math together a while back on the stream, but I think there's more math to be done. Hey, Nicky, check out the add-ons for keys and let's do the math on how many items survivors could potentially get. Also, I'm not thrilled about this change because I think it's fucking bullshit, just like you do. Okay, boom. And then let's get the add-ons here for the how many items, check out the variants. I think that's what it is. The common, uncommon, whatever. The common, uncommon, rare, I think is what it is. The skeleton key is what the rare version of. And it has 6 charges. So you got to think of that. It takes 1 charge to open the fucking thing. That's if you don't use it for the other purposes. It'll take 1 charge. So you could potentially open 6 chests. So you bring the fucking thing, the thing that makes the 2 extra chests appear. You're fucking opening shit. You're getting 12. That's potentially 12 items right there, just with the skeleton key. So there we go. And then I'm going to show, yeah, there we go. And I want to actually combine that with the add-ons, and that should give him an idea, variants and add-ons for keys. And let's do the math on how much that could change. And then let's go here. And then I'm going to show that. So I'm showing him the add-ons and the fucking variants here. So at most, the skeleton key gives you 6 charges. And then if you have the friendship charm, the common, that increases the charges by 1. And then let me see, there's one that the wedding ring, you see the aura at all times, you and the obsession, and it decreases your chances of becoming the obsession. So you would see them all the time. So that's like object of obsession. And then also, let me see, I think that's the biggest one. So you do have something that can increase the charges, increases the number. It's fucking bullshit whenever you think about it. And I think this is going to be a major problem because you have the fog vials, you've got the fucking, and if they find a fog vial out of the chest, in the 12 fucking chests, you got, well, you only need 4 fog vials, but now you got the fucking rainbow colored master fog vials that can make the whole fucking map into a fucking dense fog that the killer can't even hope to see through. You fucking lost everything. It's fucking garbage. And we're all going to die. The queues for Survivor are going to run into the hours because because who's going to play killer after this? This could be the end of Dead by Daylight as we fucking know it. It's a nightmare, a fucking nightmare. Okay, here we go. So let's do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to get Nikki's thoughts. And I'm starting to get tired. You notice about an hour is where I start to lose it. We're at an hour and 13 minutes, right? Is that right? An hour and 13? I don't know.
For once in your life, Toxic, you're absolutely fucking right.
Yeah.
It is bullshit. Even your smooth, bald Oklahoma brain can see the mountain of disrespect they just dumped on our doorstep.
Yeah,
Let's
it
do
is
the
a mountain
family
of disrespect.
accounting on this criminal enterprise.
Oh, okay. So he's going to be the accountant here?
Yummy.
Oh, okay. I can take a drink now. I have to wait for him to like do some of this. I have to wait for it to buffer. Do you remember that back in the day, like AOL days, you had to wait for 45 minutes to download a fucking song? I don't know if you remember that. Most of you actually, according to my Spotify statistics, most of you do remember that because the majority of people are in that fucking 35 to fucking 44 range, which you 35-year-olds don't remember. Actually, I've got some of those stats now that I think about it. I want to go over here. You are, yes, 42% of you are 35 to 44, 81% are male, 16% are female. We actually have female listeners. I didn't think we did, but we do.
First, this broken key crap, get it out of here. That's the decoy. The one they show the press to pretend they ain't rigging the whole goddamn system.
Which one's the
Let's
broken
talk about
key?
the real merchandise.
Oh, the regular
the
one.
skeleton key. 6 charges. You add a little friendship charm, and now you're sitting on 7 charges. 7.
Right.
Now, the notes say 1 charge on a chest gets the user a rare item, and a second survivor gets another one.
Correct.
That's 2 fucking IB per charge.
Right.
It's a 2-for-1 happy hour at the bullshit cantina.
Well,
So,
yes.
let's do the math, you educated bastard. 7
Hey.
charges times 2 items.
Yeah.
That's 14. 14.
Yeah.
14 rare or better items from one single fucking key.
That's what
they
I
can
came
spawn
up
a
with.
whole goddamn arsenal. That's
you're
enough
fucking
purple
right.
med kits and Commodious toolboxes to get every gen done before I can even find my first hook.
Yeah.
They're not playing a survival game. They're playing fucking Amazon Prime.
Oh, it was
This is an
Prime
attack
Day.
on the economy. They're
Yes.
devaluing the blood web.
Correct.
Why should I grind for my add-ons when these clowns can just pull them out of a box like a goddamn magic trick?
That's actually a really
and don't
good
get me
point.
started on the unique wedding ring.
Yeah, that's
you and
the
the
one.
obsession see each other's auras. What is this, a fucking romance novel? This ain't hooked on you. It's
Hey,
get on the fucking hook.
Yes.
Victor just passed out. He heard the number 14
no.
and just fainted.
Oh, no.
Poor bastard can't handle the thought of 14 potential flashlights in one game. We're moving past Prozac. We're in tranquilizer territory now. This is a crime.
Oh, no. Victor may not make it to the end of this fucking podcast at this point. 9.1.0 might kill Victor. No. Okay, so let's go. They're reworking maps, which is a problem. And I'm going to actually give the entire thing. I'm going to give the maps. I'm going to give the add-ons. I'm going to give the variants because in the interest of time, we can't go over all 3. Hey, I don't know if Victor will survive. If Victor will survive, I'm really kind of worried at this point. The rest of the patch notes, but they also worked maps. You notice all of these reworks are massive improvements on the items, which will make playing Killer a terrible experience. All right, let me go here and see. So let me go over the map. So, okay, so once you charge the map, it reveals the auras of windows and pallets in range for a set duration. And then when revealing auras, you can create a beam of light at your location that everybody could see and hear. It says the audible to survivors only, so the killer can't see the beam of light. But my question is this the same as fucking Windows of Opportunity? Because you're seeing the auras of, what was it, pallets? Hang on, let me go up. I have to see because I accidentally scrolled down. Windows and pallets. So you've got this and you've got Windows of Opportunity, which I would hope that they would do something about Windows of Opportunity or get rid of it or change it because of that. And that would make sense to me as a compromise so people don't use fucking Windows of Opportunity every other fucking match. We already know it's the most used of the survivor perks. Okay, here we go. Now, it couldn't. I don't know. I feel bad. I'm really starting to feel bad. Even though it's AI, I'm starting to feel bad for little Victor here. It might die. It may just be Charlotte. And according to the deep dive, oh shit, I accidentally gave away who the deep dive was.
Hello, it's me.
Maybe if I play a sound alert, you'll fucking forget.
This finger looking good.
You call me anything you want, but don't call me that.
Okay, let's hear about fucking map reworks. Is this gonna take a while? Or are we okay? Are we okay?
Hello.
Just stop. Don't read anymore.
Why? Is that Victor or Nicky?
A portable windows of opportunity?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
They made the most annoying survivor perk in the game an item.
Pretty
so
much.
now every brain dead Dwight can run around with wall hacks for every single loop on the map.
So now you don't even have to run windows of opportunity. You bring a fucking map or you get one from the 14 fucking possible items from somebody else bringing a key, and then you've got a fucking windows of opportunity.
And a beam of light. They can summon a fucking pillar of holy light from the heavens that reveals all the gens. It's a goddamn satellite uplink. A GPS.
Wait, do they get to see the fucking the beam of light? Generators within 32 meters of the beam are released. I didn't even say that. This is fucking crazy. Okay, this is getting even worse. Like, I'm gonna fucking die by the end of this shit.
Coordinate system for morons. Oh, I can't find a gen. Let me just press my I win button.
Yeah?
Visit peer inaudible to survivors only. Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's their secret little clubhouse signal. They're not even trying to hide the fucking cheating anymore.
No, they're not.
And the add-ons. Oh, God, the add-ons. Crimson Stamp.
Oh, shit!
It reveals the killer's aura.
Oh.
They can create a fucking killer detector anywhere on the map.
Yes.
So I'm sneaking up on them as Ghostface.
Yeah.
And suddenly, I'm lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree because someone dropped
Probably.
a fucking flashlight on the ground.
Pretty much.
I see it now, Toxic.
Oh,
It
no.
all makes sense.
Does it?
The fog vials to hide in.
Oh, jeez.
The reusable keys to just fucking leave.
It's anti-Italian.
And now the map to
Yeah.
see everything and track me.
Yeah.
They're not survivors anymore. We are. We are the survivors.
Oh, I didn't even
That's
think
it.
about that. They're the killers.
Victor just packed his little knapsack.
Oh,
He's
no.
leaving. He
What?
told me he's retiring to a farm upstate where
Upstate New
survivors
York?
don't have GPS. You did this, Behaviour. You
Behavior.
broke my boy. You broke my entire family.
They slaughtered my boy.
isn't dead. Bright
Whoa.
daylight.
What?
It's a fucking survivor power fantasy simulator. Fuck
Jesus.
this patch. Fuck this
Whoa.
game. And fuck you for making me read it.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
dumb. Mic drop.
Whoa! Shh. No, he dropped. Oh no! This might be it for the podcast. Fred Durst is gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to somehow clone Fred Durst's voice to take over as my AI co-host. We're not even gonna get through the rest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we still have perk updates on here, which I don't know. The perk updates could be more nerfs. This might be it. Once we're done with this is it for the patch notes. Okay, so please don't go yet. Please don't go yet. Please keep Victor around for a few more minutes. We've got some perk updates. First, the killer side of things. What do you think? What does Victor think? Oh my God. And Victor speaks Italian. All right. There we go. And then I'll paste this in. I don't know what's going to happen by the end of this. He may never come back. This might be it. This could be it for the entire podcast. If I lose Nicky, who do I bring in Earl Grey for the next episode? Oh my God, that would be terrible. Can you imagine?
I've killed before and I will kill again. I will pick up your brains all over the floor.
And hey guys, I found this one. Do you remember this from a long time ago?
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane.
These are all of my old ones. Do you remember these?
How insane I am, yeah.
There we go. Oh, these are all because it's taken him so fucking long to go over this shit. Like I've never seen him do this before. Screaming, just massive chaos, massive emotions here with 9.1.0. It's going to destroy the very fabric of time and space and other things as I just keep screaming to...
More your Mac on it.
What?
All right, I'm all y'all on it. All right?
He hasn't done that in a long time.
Let's
What?
see the pity party they threw for us killers.
Yeah.
Let's see the goddamn breadcrumbs they left on the floor after giving the survivors a whole fucking banquet.
I don't know if these are good, though. What?
Insidious. Wait, Oi. Down to 1 second.
Yeah. Oh.
Well. It seems someone at BHVR still has a shred of respect left in their miserable body.
Who?
The family's basement business meetings just got a whole lot more efficient.
Did that? What the fuck is
Hubris,
happening?
Dragon's Grip, yeah, they're better. Q, few more seconds of exposed, shorter cooldown. Whoop-de fucking do.
Hang on, I haven't even gone over these to even see if they're... Let's look and see if they're actual improvements or not. Insidious has gone down by half, so now if you're in tier 3 Obsidious, if you stand still for 1 second, then you lose your terror radius. That's okay. Not great, but it's okay. Hubris is the one that, what is Hubris? That's one with exposed, but I can't remember what the perk actually does. Anyway, they increased how long you're exposed. Dragon's Grip, I believe that's the one where they are exposed if they start a gen that you have kicked. If they go back to that gen, then they are exposed and scream. It decreased the cooldown of that by 10 seconds, which is not a lot. Hangman's Trick is whenever they unhook somebody, something about aura reading. I don't even fucking know. Overwhelming Presence, that's one where your terror radius, I believe that makes the skill checks harder if they're in your terror radius. If they start using an item within 32 meters, they become exhausted. And then also when they become exhausted, you see the closest exhausted survivor's aura for 2, 3, or 4 seconds and 25-second cooldown. And then also Franklin's Demise, you increase the aura reading range, but the dropped items no longer decay. They no longer lose charges. So those keys, those maps will no longer lose their charges, which would have made Franklin's Demise. This would have become one of the main perks that killers would use to get rid of those fucking keys, to get rid of those fucking maps. But now we're fucking stuck with items that won't decay when you knock them out of the fucking survivor hands.
And they're trying to butter us up.
Barely.
Overwhelming Presence.
Yeah.
Cause it's exhausted when they use an item.
Yeah.
And I see their aura.
It sounds like he's tired too.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
No.
So when they pop their little fog vial or pull a disappearing act, they can't sprint burst away? Oh, that's beautiful. That's poetic fucking justice right there.
It's really not.
Wait. No, when
What?
Franklin's Demise
Yeah.
no longer causes dropped items to lose charges over time.
Yeah, correct.
That thing,
What?
You see it, don't you? You see the whole fucking scam. It's a Trojan horse.
Yes.
They give us all these shiny little buffs to shut us up, and then they castrate the one perk that could fight their new army of reusable, rechargeable bullshit items.
That's what I just said.
They give every survivor a key that lasts forever.
Yes.
A map with a goddamn GPS.
Yeah.
And a personal smoke machine.
Yes.
And then they take away the only perk that could drain the fucking batteries.
Correct.
It's a setup. They're
Yes.
protecting their new toys.
Correct.
Victor, you hear that, my boy? Insidious is faster.
No good, though.
He just gave me a little thumbs up from under the desk. But, oh God, now he's sobbing again.
Oh,
he
no.
just realized what the Franklin's nerf means.
Oh.
It means infinite purple flashlights. That's what it means.
Pretty much.
This isn't a buff, Toxic. This is a betrayal wrapped in a pretty bow.
Pretty much.
Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
The family is still at war. This
Yeah.
changes nothing. Nothing.
Pretty much, yes. We're fucking stuck in the same spot. This is a nasty fucking patch. This is a nasty fucking 9.1.0. One of the worst, I think. This might be the worst group of changes we have ever seen in this game. I would not be surprised. Also, Nikki, Victor might be upset that they reworked some of the survivor perks. Here's the list. Boom. And then let's go here. And then I don't know. I can see this patch being a major problem. They're going to have to rework a lot of this stuff. And that's going to be one of my predictions, is that they may be walking a lot of these things back. Although they probably won't, and some of these things may not get walked back until 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Now, the killer changes, those will probably stay. They're not big changes. They're nerfs for the most part. I think, like, we got some buffs, but then again, every buff comes with a shitty fucking, somehow like a backhand. You know how like negging is a thing, right? Like those incels do with women. It's almost like the same thing. You're trying to attract us by giving us all of this negative shit. And then we've just got to sit and fucking take it. And okay. So here we go. This is going to be, we're toward the end. We're toward the end of 9.1, which is good, which is very fucking good. And I can only imagine, where it's going to go from here. 9.1.1.
No more
What?
Toxic, please.
Okay.
He can't take it, Victor.
No.
He's already rocking back and forth under the desk.
Shit.
His eyes scan the notes, his voice getting faster
What? He's actually reading the emotion tags
and more
now.
frantic with each line.
Oh, no.
Potential energy is easier.
What?
Any means necessary.
Oh, I didn't even look over the stuff again. I messed up. Potential energy, that's the one, the Vittoria one, I think. It says no longer requires minimum energy. So you could just do it now. Any means necessary. The raising of the pallet, you can raise pallets faster. So you can build new ones, raise them fast. You can raise a pallet faster, drop it. So you're dropping it twice, and then it breaks, and then you rebuild it. And now better together is, the aura reading is even better. Still sight. It activates more quickly. Built to last. The one where you have to hide in the locker to get your item back is faster, which means you can recharge a fucking key or a map even quicker back to 100%. Appraisal, the one where you get to rummage through chest, has had its tokens increased to 4. And now the rummage can be twice for each charge. That's 4 times versus 2 rummages. That's 8 rummages. Plus from the key, you get to rummage once. So it's fucking bananas how many times you could rummage with appraisal now. And then Detective's Hunch, the one where you can see everything whenever a generator is completed, actually is 20 seconds. It fucking bananas. Okay, so those are some of, there are a couple other perks, but I haven't even looked.
Is faster. So they can reset the same disrespectful palette on my face even quicker. Better together.
Yeah.
Infinite range.
Is he gasping?
30 seconds of aura reading? It's a fucking spy satellite. They're a goddamn hive mind now.
They're the Borg. What the
Built to
fuck?
last is faster.
Yeah.
Appraisal gets more tokens and wait. Each chest can now be rummaged twice.
Correct.
A long, terrifying silence.
Why is he reading his emotions now?
The reusable key gets 2 items from one chest.
He's
and appraisal
connecting
lets
the
them
dots.
rummage it twice.
Yeah.
That's 4 fucking items from one chest with 1 key.
Yes.
My math was wrong. It's not 14 items, it's a fucking infinite item generator.
Yes, pretty much.
And Streetwise.
What?
They rework Streetwise. You use up your bullshit item and you get to see my aura. You get
what?
reckoned with wall hacks for being a wasteful piece of shit. He stopped moving, Toxic. Victor.
No.
He's just staring at the wall.
What? No.
I think you broke him. He's just whispering. Troppy palate. Troppy palate.
What is troppy?
It means too many pallets in the old tongue.
Old tongue.
You
What?
did it, Behavior. You finally did it.
No.
You killed his spirit.
No.
You killed the hunt.
No.
And you're probably gonna make a YouTube video about this.
What?
Top 5 broken survivor builds. You're an accomplice.
I'm
You're
not.
dancing on the grave of the killer role.
No, I'm not.
It's over.
No,
the
it's
game
not.
is over.
Pretty much,
We're not
yes, it
killers
is.
anymore.
No.
We're just the janitors.
Yeah,
We're here to clean up their mess after the party's over.
pretty much.
It's okay, my
yes.
sweet boy. It's okay. Uncle Nicky's here. We'll go play a different game. Maybe one without beams of light.
Victor, we mourn you now. Camping them softly.
They built the pallets high on our graves. Keys and vials drift through the haze. Nicky screams at the hatch in vain. Victor sleeps in eternal pain. Camping them softly, it might be fucking dead. Camping them softly, put killer mains to bed. Camping them softly, killer mains betrayed. Episode 62, our requiem is played. The keys whispers our final rites. Folk vials mask our desperate fights. Rick and Michonne build pallets loud, while Victor's soul drifts above the crowd. Camping them softly, it might be fucking dead. Camping them softly, put killer mains to bed. Camping them softly, killer mains betrayed. Episode 62, our requiem is played. A guide dog waits at the pearly gate. Victor leaps through with no more hate. Nicky weeps for his tiny son. The entity laughs, this funeral's done. Capping them softly, it might be fucking dead. Capping them softly, put killer mains to bed. Capping them softly, killer mains betrayed. Episode 62, our requiem is played. Rest now, Victor. The fog calls you home. Camping them softly, killer mains forever alone.